To remain happy in life, we must be content with what we have. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samira. Today's tutorial is on how to cut and sew a spaghetti gown with layered gathers. Please hit the subscribe button to subscribe, like, share and comment what you like about my tutorials. You can drop it in the comment section. Kindly turn notification bell to get notified to see my next video upload. If this sounds like something that you like watching, please keep on watching this tutorial to the end. And if you have your fabric there with you, why not bring it out so that you can cut along with me. Let's dive into today's tutorial, guys. To make this tie, you need to ask if you are size 10. If not, you will need more than that. So the first thing I'll do, I'll be spreading my fabric to cut it out, the parts that I'll be using for my upper parts. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what you should do when making your own. So as you can see me doing the video. So I'm going to cut out the upper parts that I'll be using for today's tutorial. I've done that by cutting out the upper parts that I'll be using for our measurement. So I'll go ahead now to add my zipper side by 1 inch. So that's what I'll do next now. So I'm showing you guys that I folded my fabric in 4 parts, and don't forget when making your own, you need to fold your fabric first. So I'll add my zipper, then I'll draw a straight line. So I'm going to subtract 5.5 inches from my tape to get my half length measurements, and my half length measurement is by 15 inches. The reason for doing that is because my upper part is an off shoulder, so that was why I subtracted 5.5 inches from my tape before taking the half length measurement. Okay, right now I'll go ahead and mark 3.5 inches for the neckline, while the depth of my neckline is by 1.5 inch. So I'll give a curve. After that, I'll be marking 1 inch for my armhole area. So that's 1 inch for my armhole area, and my bust is around my armhole line, which is by 36 inches. So I want you to know that I'm sloping my armhole. So my bust is around my armhole area, which is by 36 inches. Then I'm going to add my sewing allowance, also by 1.5 inch. After that, I'll go by 28 inches for my waistline. Then I'm going to also add 1.5 inch for my sewing allowance. Right now, I'm going to connect my marks. So that's what I was pointing at. So I'll go back to my waistline and mark 1 inch to curve it. So that's the curve for the waistline. My front neckline and the back neckline are the same. So I'll go ahead now to cut it out. So guys, you can see how simple it is to make this tie that I'm making. First, you need to cut out the upper part that you'll be using for your measurements, and because it's an off shoulder, so I subtracted 5.5 inches from my tape before taking the half length measurement. So I want you to know that. okay, so that when making your own you will not get confused. So right now I'm opening my zipper side, okay, and don't forget we added 1 inch for the zipper allowance. So I'm through with the upper part for now. So my sleeve is spaghetti sleeve, okay, so I will be marking 1.5 inch, okay, so that's the 1.5 inch. So after that marking 1.5 inch, I'll go ahead and cut it, okay. So I'm going to draw a straight line first to guide me on how to cut it out. So I'm going to use the first sleeve to cut out the second sleeve. So that's for the sleeves. You can see after cutting the first part, so I'm going to use it now to lay on the fabric and cut out the second part of the sleeve that I'm making today. And don't forget, it's a spaghetti sleeve that is going to have. To stitch my sleeve, this is how I'm going to fold it, as you can see me in the video. So after that I'm going to run a straight stitch on it. The next step is to cut out the layers gathers. Don't forget the style I'm making today, how to cut and sew a spaghetti gown with layered gathers, okay. So I'm drawing a straight line. So the first layer length is by 18 inches, so that's the measurement. So first you place your tape on the straight line, okay, and take your measurement. So it's by 18 inches, and I'll be running a straight line by ½ inch before I'm going to gather it, okay. So this is the first layer of our gathers. So don't forget the measurement is by 18 inches. So after that I'm going to draw a straight line to connect the lines. So after drawing the straight line, I'll cut it out before taking it to my machine to run a straight stitch on it before I will now gather it out, okay. So don't forget the style I'm making today. We are in the summer. It's a summer dress that you can wear out. You can wear it out just for you to take a walk. If you are going to the beach, you can also wear it out. Also, if you are traveling, you can wear it out. It's a simple and elegant gown that we are making today. Very unique style. So this is the first layer. So the next step is the second layer, is what I'm going to use to complete the length of my gown, and the length is by 24 inches. So that's the 24 inches. So after that I'm going to draw a straight line, then I'm going to also cut it out the way. So guys, this is the time for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also turn notification bell to get to see my sewing tutorials that will be coming up on my YouTube channel, okay. So you can also share with friends and family members. You can also ask them to watch my videos to the end, and while watching this particular tutorial, please, I want you to watch it down to the end. My complete length of my dress is by 56 inches. At this point I'll be joining the front and the back together. To do that, I'll be measuring my bust, which is by 36 inches. Then I'm going to divide it by 2. So after dividing it by 2, I'm having 18 inches, okay. So I'm going to mark that, and that's how I'm going to stitch it when stitching it together. So I'm going to follow the mark, okay. So that's for the bust measurement, okay. So when joining your body together, so you need to divide your measurement by 2. So I'll go to my waist and also divide it by 2. Don't forget my waist measurement is 28 inches. Then I'm going to divide it by 2. So after dividing it is giving me 14 inches, okay. So I'm going to also mark that So this is how I'm going to also stitch it. Okay, so I'm trying to cross check the measurement. Okay, so I'm going to follow the chalk when stitching it. So I'm going to connect it from my bust to my waist measurement. So that's how I'm going to stitch it when stitching it together. Okay, so I've also ironed it out. Okay, that is the back part. So guys, keep on watching to the end. You can see how simple it is to make this particular style that I'm making today. So to be on a safer side, I'm cross-checking the measurements. So I've ironed my stripe sleeve also. The length is by 12.5 inches. Okay, so I'll be cutting it into two. Okay, so after that I'll be using my pin to fix it before sewing it. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what you should do when making your own. Okay, so I'm going to also do that at the other side of the sleeve. Alright, so this is how I'm going to stitch it when stitching it together. You can see where I'm pinning it from. So after that I'll tie it out. Okay, so I'm done with that. You can see how unique and how simple it is, the upper part of our dress that we are making. So we are going to go next to the gathers. This is the first layer. I've stitched it and it's by 1 yard and 11 inches. So I've also run a straight line by ½ inch, and I'm using my hand to support it, to use my hand to draw the thread gently the way you are seeing me doing, so that the gathers can format. So you can see how beautiful it is and how simple it is to make this style. So this is the second layer. I've also stitched it. I made use of 2 yards and 4 inches. Okay, so I also went ahead to run a straight stitch on it by ½ inch. So after that I'm drawing the thread gently, as you can see me doing in the video. I'm also using my hand to support it so that the gathers can form as well. Okay, so if you don't understand this particular tutorial, please, you need to watch it again so that you'll be able to understand it more better, so that you can cut it by yourself. So this is how I'll be stitching it together, the wrong side. After that I'm going to turn out the right side. Okay, you can see how beautiful it is. This is the final look of my spaghetti gown with layered gathers. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, because I did. Good things come to those who wait, but great things come to those who watches my video to the end. Yes, now I'm not the one that said it, so I'm just joking. So guys, just keep on watching all my videos down to the end. Hey, subscribe now, share, comment and like, and also notification bell to get notified to see my next tutorial that will be coming up on my YouTube channel. You can see that my videos are simple to understand. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again.